This is my video tutorial for the hit and run objective of the smash and grab mission. It's to finish the mission in less than 15 minutes on a minimum of hard difficulty. So I'm going to be doing it on hard because it's much faster, and I assume that people who are going to be interested in how to do this are going to be doing it on hard, because why not? I mean, usually you're doing your achievements in the second playthrough. Maybe haven't even looked at them in the first playthrough, don't know what they are. So there's not really any reason to do it on brutal, unless of course you haven't already done it and it's needlessly more complex. But if you are doing it on brutal, I will say that brutal does have air and high Templar, so your strategy is going to have to include a lot more Marines, whereas I'm going to be going pure medic marauder. The first thing you're going to want to do is get the second medic, because on hard and brutal your enemies will target your medics first if they can. Or at least they sometimes do. I haven't worked out exactly how it works, but they definitely do go for your medics. And if you only have one medic, it's going to die very fast, even if you micro it, because it only has so much health and every hit's going to be on there forever. So there's no reason not to get that second medic up right away, so do it. Not going to be making any more Marines in this mission, but keep these ones alive because they're free DPS. Even if they're not the best unit, there's really no reason to lose them. Just don't make more, because Marauders and Medics are better. So we're going to get these Marauders positioned in front, and these Marines positioned where the Stalkers aren't going to hit them. And this is going to be easy. This fight is just to introduce you to the Marauder. It's not intended to be any difficult. Even on brutal it's easy, so don't worry about it. Keep in mind when you're attacking these pylons that units do charge up, for these first two pylons that is. So you're going to want to keep your Marauders in the front so that they tank, because the Marines are just worse at tanking in any situation, so keep your Marauders in the front. Usually more than one unit will come at a time, so you got to be careful. In fact, there are actually 5 units back there, I think. I usually get about 3 on the first time, but anywhere from 1 to 5 can come. It seems somewhat random. Yeah, they're the last 2, so 5. So yeah, just be careful. Don't lose your Marines, because they do die in 3 hits to Zealots. Even with medics healing them, a Zealot and a Stalker, I'm pretty sure, can take 1 down fast, the medic can heal it. Yes, Tychus, I am going to leave my base undefended. What he's referring to is the Zerg that are coming, and they're not going to be here until I'm actually done killing these pylons. So I can afford to just kill this, then come back and defend my base, and not bother with base defenses because they're a waste of money, and more importantly, time. So yeah, finish these guys off, and then go straight back to base, because the Zerg are going to be attacking. Alright, so let's go. It's probably about enough SCVs, because when you're rushing you want to be devoting most of your money to units and barracks. As you can see, the Zerg are easy, but you're going to need some units back, so just bring all of them, make sure you don't lose anyone. There's no reason not to, because you're not going to be able to push without your full army, because this next area, it's not hard if you have your full army, but it definitely is hard if you don't. Now, one thing to watch out for here is hallucinations, because they do tank very well. They're going to absorb 1 or 2 volleys each. And Stalkers do a lot of damage. So try not to focus the hallucinations first. I mean, you're probably going to miss 1 or 2, but don't worry about it. Just don't let the hallucinations tank the whole time. Otherwise, you probably will lose units, even if you hugely outnumber them. And the idea here is to not lose anything. Once again, hallucinations, don't worry about the Stalkers, just target the real units. In this case, we want to take them to Nexus, because on hard and brutal, not on casual or normal, they rebuild their base. So if we leave this Nexus alive, they're going to keep pumping probes. And then if we leave the probes alive, they're going to keep rebuilding all the pylons and cannons that we kill, which is incredibly frustrating, because the reason we're killing this base is so that they can't keep reinforcing themselves when we push the Stone Guardians at the end of the level. These are all hallucinations except for this guy. Just pay attention to when the sentries hallucinate, and it's really easy to tell which ones are hallucinations. So I'm definitely not playing my best here. I am terrible at playing and talking at the same time, so this should be a demonstration of how it really doesn't take that much effort to do decently. Alright, so the Zerg appear to have finally arrived at my base, which means it's time to evacuate. This isn't a big deal. All you have to do is keep at least one building alive by the time the mission ends, and you'll be set. Because the defeat condition is the same as melee, it's lose every structure, so I'm just going to fly this command center over to join my army as I finish the mission. Finish this last pylon and this probe, and then it's ready to attack. That cannon is not going to do anything. Oh, looks like they snuck a probe by. See, this is why you don't want to let the probes get by. Oh, I lost a marine, oh well. Alright, I'm going to land my command center and build some SCVs so that it can tank just in case the Zerg, because the Zerg will come and follow me. So just in case they arrive, I don't want to be losing it. I don't want to be losing my units to the Zerg as I'm trying to kill these Stone Guardians. Now, the Stone Guardians. They don't do much damage, except they do a lot of splash. So try and engage only one or two of them at a time, and you can actually heal faster than they do damage. So as you can see, this Marauder's just fine, and I've got it set up so only one guy's being hit at once. So just do this for all three. Even if you have to engage two at once, it'll be fine, but it's better to engage one, so try and engage one. There we go. Once again, he's not actually doing any damage to me. Get everyone firing, Marauders in the front, and push in the last one, we win. So yeah, I mean, I'm just going to attack move this last one because there's not going to offer any resistance. If you want to do the relics, here's the first one. There's spine crawlers here, cannons and stalkers here, then you can get it. Second one's here, third one's here, and the fourth one is here. As you can see, we finished this in a ridiculously short time, just over half the time that we had. So if you want to get the relics, you got plenty of time to do that. If you want to beat it on brutal, you got plenty of time to do that. I mean, you can take your time if you don't feel comfortable going at the rate I was going. Maybe get a few more Marauders before you attack. Maybe put up a bunker and not fly your base away like I did. Especially if you do the evacuation first, which I didn't, then you'll have Firebats throwing one or two of those things in a bunker, put an SCV behind it. Probably one of those and two Marines, and you'll be able to hold off pretty much an infinite number of Zerglings and Hydralisks. So then you can just not worry about your base anymore. But I don't see any reason to defend my base. As you saw, I just ignored my base and I was still fine, so whatever you feel comfortable with. And that's it. So good luck on this mission.